Hello all. Sorry for taking so much time there, but it turns out actually that uh, I spawned in the middle of the night. Since I technically haven't been on Satosis in a couple of days, that also means I haven't slept in a couple of days, which means I had to fend off some phantoms overnight. So, yay. Also, the various things, sort of getting ready and sorted and all that, and letting everybody know that I'm on. So, with no further ado, let us get to work. Alright, hopefully everything is coming in fine here. This is my little staging area that I've got set up. Basically just a couple of chests, you know, the bare minimum for crafting and all that, and a bed I can sleep at. It turns out actually I got really lucky with this spawn right here. If you look very carefully at how it goes, you can't actually get to the top of it unless you jump. So it's actually mob proof as long as I throw some candles in there or throw some you know what I mean, some torches in there to keep people at bay. And yeah, eventually I'm just going to put this to use for other people. So in fact, actually, since I do have the signs for it, and Satosis has the support, I'm going to call this one a safe area. So, bring that out. And let's call this designated safe area. Boom. Alright. Throw out my boat. Oh yes, and let's go over what I figure I'll need. Obviously, ton of pickaxes on there to pull that off. I'm going to need a bed in order to find a spot to sleep. I'm going to need a few stacks of glass because I've got a lot of glass to throw up to basically make my domain. I'm going to bring some planks because I'll probably need more things for sticks and wood and all that. A little bit of stone to sort of help patch things up, as well as some dirt to just sort of help drive things. 8 banners in total, and the requisite water buckets in order to go down. Now, I figure at worst case I'm going to need about 4 maps to fill in everything. I know from looking at things before the scenes, I really only need 1 in this case, so this should be sufficient. But if you're going to try a similar build like this, I would bring 4 as a worst case scenario. Definitely 2 at minimum. Alright, I should get a rolling. So, now before getting too far, I did want to go along over here because a bit of a problem with this sign. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, Satosis has a bit of a cool thing involving how you name things, but it turns out it's case sensitive. So I've got to do that. And there, now I shall be ready to go. Oops. Let's take that back. And now let's get up to the top. Shoot, I forget how exactly to get up best, but we will figure that out. Come on. Alright. Do not like playing with the environs, but we may have to. The idea being that, you know, when I manufacture this, I want to make it basically as much like a pure mountain as possible. You know, like nobody actually came along and really lives here, which obviously is not, you know, a really good thing when you've got a ton of glass there to sort of say, hey, you know, I'm here. And acting all goaty-like and such. But alright. I'm going to have to get up top, and I'm going to have to find some way to fend off these phantoms. So I hope you don't mind if I throw down a bed. There. And now I don't have to worry about phantoms. Perfect. But this is really not a good spot for said bed. let's pick it up and go. Hey, sheep. Alright. There is one problem with this build. It's that, well, this would be about where my living quarters are going to be. Not really sort of ideal in terms of that. It's one reason why when I came along I brought all this stone with me, because I figured that I would have to have that, you know, in order to fill in the gaps. Alright, so with that in mind though, let's get rolling and get laying out this place. Although actually, one thing I should do, since it'll be much easier on my eyes, is one, enable some sort of resource pack. I think I'll go with Full of Life. It is not compatible with this one, but it should make a nice difference for how things look. Also, I should be enabling that. Didn't want to stay up too late working on this. Alright. As you can sort of see, I mean, it's kind of obscured a little bit, but you know, this certainly looks a little bit better than the default resources that we've got here, including that little sheepy. But now, I mean, it's really not too useful when it comes to sort of the view itself. This is still just, I mean, yes, I've got a nice texture pack on here, but it's not making much of a difference. So, let's go along to our video settings and enable some shaders. Now, my favorite actually is Project Luma. Unfortunately, I found that it has difficulties with maps. It'll actually sort of screw up what's on there, so I'd rather not do that. So instead, I'm actually going to go with Zeus Renewed, which I probably should have just clicked on it rather than, you know, setting that up. But what have you. You live, you learn. So, normal, specular. Alright, I just want to make sure I'm using settings that are compatible with Setosis. We're supposed to be sort of using, it's supposed to sort of be a generic server, so, you know, no real cheats or anything involved with that. Yeah, Shadow is fine. Hell Torchlight is one thing I've got to keep in mind for. Basically, you're allowed to run any sort of additional sort of mods, such as texture packs, shaders and all that, provided it doesn't give you an advantage over the main game. This is one advantage you get over here, because by default, it's footstepping. Okay, nobody, good. By default, where are our shaders? By default, if you hold the torch in your offhand, it doesn't light up the surrounding scene. If I enable this check mark right here, it will do it, which means that if I go in, I put a torch in my offhand, I can now actually go quite a ways mining and get, you know, be able to actually see quite well in the distance. It's a cute little cheat, and it really sort of bends the rules of the server, so I'd much rather not have it enabled. And certainly everything else seems to be on. I should probably bump up parallax depth, actually. Just there. That'll work. There we go. Now you actually get this nice sheen off of the snow too, which is so nice. Alright. Thank you, bed, but now let's get out the map. Alright, now it is time to start planning. Alright. As you can see, I am sort of set up nicely as I should be for here. I'm going to have to change the gamma a little bit. Brightness. Let's go with that. Let's see if it makes it. Not really working too much. So let's go back with plus 30. And fix fancy. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay, with this in place, let's get laying out our banners. Now, where exactly do I want my main house to be? I want a stairwell to be somewhere down over there. And the main entranceway, you know, where I would actually be situated, would be somewhere around over here. Let's put... Yeah, I want it to be relatively flat, so let's put this as the central axis. I'll fall down 2. Yeah, that is 2, good. Okay, so I'm basically in the middle of the bedroom right there. And if I go down 2 more, there. This will be my central point. Yay, artifacting. Okay. Put you on the banner, please. No, could you go on the banner, please? There we go. Marked. Okay. Now I need to put 1, 2 over. Or sorry, just 1 space in between these 2. And mark you on setback. There we go. 2 banners set up. And unfortunately the cursor is so large that it's very difficult to tell exactly where it is. But that's okay. We'll work with this. We'll work with this. Don't worry. We'll figure it out. But now I gotta get back up. So let's pull out my stone shovel. And there we go. Alright, this is the top. Oh god, I've got to be so careful with this one. Yeah, and unfortunately it's 6 blocks back from here, which is going to be a bit of an assembly challenge. But that's okay. There's a reason why I brought all these spare stacks. Let's see, map. I'm going to keep you. Stone axe I'm not really going to use. So let's pull out some dirt. Start laying it out. Careful. Yeah, the nice thing about using dirt too is, I don't know if you've noticed, but this upper land here actually is sort of covered in dirt, so it matches up really quite nicely. Alright, there we go. That's got 1 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is where this banner goes. There we go. And since this is fairly heavy duty stuff, let's... Oh hey, I got snow! Rain. Yay. As long as it doesn't thunder, I'm fine. Okay, so... I know it's almost too dark to even count, but okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, space. Perfect. Okay. Should be good enough. Let's hook you on there. Marked. Marked. Son of a... Ooh, I'm a minute. Am I at the beginning? Oh no. This is embarrassing. What happens when you destroy a bed? The spawn point disappears too. Which means now I'm stuck going all the way back to my spot. This is just lovely. Well, I mean, as I said before, you know, this is me acting as a beginner, so I guess I'm just hanging out here temporarily until at least daylight arrives. start on back up your side. Thank you very much for that, Luna. Alright, now I do have a bunch sitting in here. Come on. So I've got a bit of stone, which will come in handy. I'm not touching my obsidian. I do want a spruce boat. Cobblestone I'm going to use because I'm going to make replacement sword and pickaxe out of it. Well, I got dirt, might as well. You need some wood to help make the handles. And I think that's about it. Alright. Crafting table, please. Oh, free boats, free stone back here. No, I don't need any of these signs. Iron gear, horse armor. What? This feels like cheating. And I mean, all my gear is just sitting over there. It just happens to be raining. Might as well take full advantage. Okay. Let's create a bunch of these. And I can make a... Well, I'm definitely going to need a stone shovel if I'm going along. I need a stone pickaxe. And finally, where's that stone sword? Mercy. Okay, that took out a fair bit of my... Oh yeah. I should also get a stone axe. Just because I'm going to have to clean down a couple of trees. I'm going to get my way. Alright. Well, congrats. It is now daytime. Now, which way was east? That incidentally is where my home happens to be, so. Alright, here we go. I bet you it's over here. Yes, I believe the nether portal is sitting over on this side. Alright, well, since I want to make sure I'm going in the right direction, I don't have a compass on me. Well, not even that. Let us cheat and use the debug screen for once. I am facing west, 180 degrees from where I need to be. Alright. And this is why you check. Alright, let's chug along. Quite mixed candle all through here, isn't there? Alright. Hopefully, I remember my way back home from here. Good news is these, as long as I sort of tootle around here, I should be okay. As I recall, I need to head roughly northeast in order to get there. I'll know I'll do it right if I'm crossing a couple of deserts. This is actually one irony in using a really nice surf shader and all that is, with the default Minecraft shaders, it's actually pretty easy to tell what sort of rough direction you're going in once you're oriented for north, south, east, west, and all that. Basically, you can actually sort of look at the way the textures are aligned. Well, because this water is so much nicer than the default Minecraft water, it's tough to tell. Alright. Do I need any paper? Oh, why not? I'm here. Hopefully, if I get back, I will not have lost all my stuff. Very real probability when you're this far from spawn. Oh, shoot. Ow. I just hope those water buckets still contain water. Otherwise, I am going to be mildly annoyed? I guess. Mildly annoyed, let's say. Oh, come on. There we go. Hi, bunny. Bunny. Alright, we're heading roughly east, but it should be good enough. I think I gotta go out through here. Okay, come on. Now, if I remember correctly, if I'm too far in towards the north, what will happen is a bunch of mountains will pop up over here. The desert biome will switch, and it will just be mountains, which is not what I'm looking for. What I want to try and do is skirt, basically cut right across this natural lake that's sitting right here. All right. Let's go around here. If anything, this will give you an appreciation of just how far I am from spawn. So I do like my elbow room, which normally is fine, but when situations like this happen, it gets a little annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Alright. There, now we're sort of at the start of this big open area over here. I'm sure you Minecraft pros are wondering, why didn't he bring out the water bucket and all that? Well, it's because I'm a noob. Did not train myself to bring out the water bucket while falling. Let's sigh. I should actually spend a bit of time, probably off stream, just doing some sort of practice on that to figure out just how exactly those mechanics work. You should be switching to more mountainous terrain. But yeah, this is the big ocean that I was talking about before. There's actually a really nice mountain over on these sides. Oh, did I go too far inland? Well, I think I passed it. I think I've gone too far inland. Let's curve around and go back this way. I don't know. This is feeling more like the actual way to go, though. Yeah, it does. I bet you. Back over here will be those mountains that I was talking about. This eye. Okay, I got a better idea. I know. Riveting television to watch me go back. But I put a map inside inside one of the things back at spawn. That leads back to my old place. If I know how to get back to my old place, I know how to get to the new place. You know, I can actually use that map to navigate. And yes, I probably should have thought of that sooner, but did I mention noob? Oh, there's a magma block down there. There we go. Other people on Cytosis have been setting out landmarks to sort of help guide you in. So as long as I keep a careful eye on them, I should be fine. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, this looks like spawn. Yeah, there we go. Nice. All right. Shall I take you back? That actually is a little bit worrying. I'm not going to lie. I know that the shortest way to actually get to my proper spot is... Okay, I gotta go this way. Is to cross a sandbar. And I did not do that on the way back, which means that I did not go the proper way. Alright. Let me track down my map. Hello! Alright, I think it's just... Do I just punch it? I think I punch it. Merci. There we go. That is my old home. You see where the green thing sitting right there is? That is Home the Old. So, it would be a shame if I took this and, did not bring it back. So, let's go along and take advantage of this sugarcane to make some paper. Now, I believe if I do this and this, I'll make the clone. No, I need a cartography table. Alright, where is the nearest cartography table now? No, not what I'm looking for. I didn't put a cartography table when I came back here, did I? Disappointing. Nope, no cartography table. Alright, I'll just wander around for a couple of minutes. If I cannot find... Hey, climbing vines. If I cannot find a cartography table, then I will just give up. Besides, one nice thing about wandering around this time, it means that I do not have to... Okay, who's tossing arrows at me? Nobody, apparently. Alright, hey Aringold. I'm just gonna hang out with you for a little bit, hope you don't mind. That's not how you do that. There we go. Public enchanting station. They've made this place so nice on Syntopsis. I mean, look at just all the cool stuff they've got at spawn. Oh, those are villagers. Hey, guys. And obviously an enchanting farm. Got some sort of club, I guess? Lectern? No. No. No, no, no. Alright, we've got not just that. Well, it looked like a cartographer in there, so if I wander through these enough, I should be able to track down. Yeah, hi. Not what I'm looking for. I should be able to track down. Upgrade. Nope. My sheeps. Grinders for ripping enchantments. Don't need them. Does nobody build a grind table? Bamboo's getting stuck in the pile. Whatever. So I'm a person on a mission here. Or just people. Disappointing. Nope. So I think we have to give it up. It's a shame though, because cartography tables tend to make cartographers within villages, and they are very nice for doing exchanges. I found that they will take, for instance, glass and give you a really good deal on them. So, works out super well. Put it in there. Alright. None there. So, let's take the long way. Come here. Alright. Now, don't want to get lost. Let's double check that I am going roughly east. Perfect. Alright. Yeah. Now if I go roughly south and east, there is a bit of a landmass down around here. If I scoot far enough down that way, I should be able to dodge past it. Having said that, no, I can't really. This map, unfortunately, is way too far away from spawn to actually use it as a proper judge for where to go. So, unfortunately, I'm kind of stuck taking the old route. That means south-ish. While it is substantially longer, it does at least mean that... Oh, hey, that's there. No, those are just zombies, never mind. While it is substantially longer, it does mean that I'm going to spend a lot more time rowing. Which is great, because, oh, that's a witch. I'm just going to stick out over here. And a bunch of zombies. Oh yeah, I should be able to shortcut across here. mind me, just passing through. Oh, you're a husk. Great. Alright, as long as I head, well, technically southeast, I should be fine. Ah, temple. Ugh. A little high up. There we go. Alright, now if you remember from the map, I'm kinda north. So I gotta head a little southeast. Have I got a clear view? Yes. Deploy the boat. Nice, alright. Sorry, I'm so used to running with this shader that, you know, things like sunrises are just kind of like, been there, done that, I know the deal. Still chugging along. Looks like I am going to have to cross this. But that's okay. I can live with. Okay, that's quite a peak to climb there. That's okay. It is now daylight, so I don't have to worry about very many mobs coming. And I can use the sun to help guide me. Oh, hey, an egg. Don't mind if I do? Auto jump. You can be both wonderful and terrible. Alright, let's check the map and see what sort of proximity we're at. Perfect. Okay. So I'm south enough that basically if I head due east, I will be good. The next thing, of course, to figure out is where exactly is east. Should be in that direction right there. The sun sort of peaks towards the south, I believe, and then eventually sets in the east. Another good way, actually, is just to sort of look at the map and see what happens to my angle as I go along. Alright. So I figured this way was east. Oh, looks like we have to sneak around that edge. No problemo. now I should be east. And if that's the case, when I consult my map, I should just keep going straight. As in, you see how I'm sort of off on the dot right there? That dot will not change its location if I'm going due east. And I know I'm in one of the 4 cardinal directions because I'm following the block line. And it would be incredibly rare for me to actually be heading west in this case and getting that far confused. So I'm almost certainly heading east. I know, famous last words. Ooh, that's a very nice build. No doubt some sort of mob farm. Tell you, there's a lot of cool stuff happening on Cytosis. But I'm off block alignment, alas. That's alright. Don't mind me. Just enjoying the magma. Yeah, I got hit by a guardian somewhere over here. Strangely enough. I think I've camped out on that island before when it was in my early days when I was just setting up. And now comes the long, boring period of rowing. But, look at that. I'm basically going to my old house. I'm going to curl around a bit. Excuse me, Mr. Enderman. Oh, there's a nice little horsey up there. And now, home sweet old home. And here's my little sheep farm, along with a whole bunch of cows too. Terribly handy for getting wool. Dangerous area, I'm going to avoid that. Down the old garden path. And finally, oh yeah, creeper. Home sweet home. Spawn point. Now, let's figure out why exactly I was not able to create a duplicate of this map, because that is super annoying. It's not because of that. Did I take my cartography table with me? I believe I did. Alright, do I have any spares in there? Nope. Alright, I could use a bit of food, thank you very much. We need that. Someone gave that to me, which is the fire charge to me, which is quite nice. A secondary map? Is this like my spare map? It's just a duplicate. Alright. Well, I guess I can return that one at some point. I'll also stash one of these here, because I only need one for that. Should bring some mutton with me. What else do I need? Yeah, I'm running low on planks, so let's bring some more of those. Stone, don't need. How much do I have in cobblestone? A decent amount. Hay bale would be handy for stripping that, but I'm not going all that far though. Still, now that I've got some food, I can at least engage in a little bit of running. Let's get near sunset, too. Alright, well, my new place is actually just right off about there, I believe, on the map, if this were on there. So essentially, if I go due north, cross a bit of a nasty area, quite frankly, and then keep on going, I will eventually hit that spot. Alright, what all can I do to help make that more comfortable? Not a lot, I'm afraid. Should I raid my downstairs? No, give me a little bit more. Kelp. Yeah, you know what? It's getting late. Let's raid the downstairs area. This is my old mining area down here. Angry boy. Brad, you can stay. Let's grab a bit more cobblestone. Do I have dirt? Yes, good. It's handy for making emergency stuff. I've got a shovel. Good, good. Diorite I don't want. The rest I think I can just leave right here. Did I have a tree area here? No, I did not. Oh, you guys are nice. Alright. Time for the trudge back up. Alright, let's see how far I can get. Based on nothing more than that map and my wits. Oh, actually, I should collect a bit more dirt. Oh, the little zombie showing up. Neat. Right, a little more to the right. Perfect. I love texture packs. Even if there's a couple of graphical glitches from now and then. Yeah, I found that boating is actually one of the safest ways to travel within Minecraft. The catch, though, is, of course, those drowned. If you stay too still for too long, they will catch up to you, and they will hurt you. Fortunately, in my case, I don't have to worry about that. Let's see if we can put on the turbo a little bit, but I don't think it makes a difference. So the catch will be, hopefully, I row during the night to a decent sort of staging area. And then I will be all good to go. Now this actually was going to be my old home up here. Even have a little sign set up right there. You can sort of see it's got the snowy mountain peaks that I was kind of looking for. The problem is that it's really just kind of stub nose there. There's just a ton of open area there. And it kind of made me sort of second guess and go, no, I'm just not too happy with that, quite frankly. Okay, now I should be, check my block alignment, that should be back to north again. Yes. A little bit more over this way. Alright, I think my safest bet actually is to cut around through here. The problem is if I go straight north through here, there's a ton of forested area I've got to go through, and that's very easy for mobs to sort of sneak up on you. If I go a little bit horizontal and then sort of deke off to the right and angle up, there's still some trees that I have to pass through, but it's not so bad in the grand scheme of things. Alright. Let's see how far I make it. Thank you, boat. Okay, I'm not. Ah, crap, you're a baby zombie. Alright, well, let's come out of the open. Come here. Come here, little guy. Wow. I am not used to doing that without iron armor. Let's just wait till I get a couple more ticks back. Consult the map in the meantime. Okay, if that was due north, then this should be east. A little bit more bread. Alright, good enough. We roll. See you later, alligator. Oh, you zombies. You're cute, but you're slow. Come on, hi. Ouch. That's alright. Alright, consult map. We are really close. Try and pick our way through here. I see you. Yes. Oh, look at that. Moon is just about setting. As long as I can make it a little ways longer, I should have survived through the night. Right, where'd you go, boat? Boat. No, you are leaf. I want boat. Oh, there we go. Hiding away. Alright, I think we're going through here. Hey, sheep. Ooh, new recipes. Nice, okay. Well, don't could be that silly. Here we go. This is a nice alternate. There we go. Yeah, mushroom biome. This is not the way I want to go, though. I bet you I'm actually heading a little bit south now. That should be due west. Which means I should be headed that way. Okay, not quite that way. That way, actually, but you get my drift. Now I need to head north and a little to the west. Block aligned, block aligned. Oh, look at that. Minecraft can make some very weird structures sometimes. Alright. And you are east. I'm heading due west. Should be more in this way. Alright, now because this area is fairly dense in vegetation, there can be some zombies and mobs hanging out, so she'll have to be careful. What do I have for food now? Just that one. Dang. Alright, well, I will make do. Take the path of least resistance. Check them up. Yeah, still roughly in the right direction. Alright, I remember this biome. There's actually a village somewhere around within these trees here. This, I think it's Taiga they call it. Ooh, swimming at me. Now, whoever you are, you're gone. Come on. Wow, they're freezing on my side. That's awkward. Stabilize, please. Thank you. Alright, time of day is still relatively young. So that's still, sun is still roughly eastish. Alright, well, the good news is this area is relatively easy to get around in. Okay, as long as I don't fall off a cliff. Come on. There we go. Ah, yeah, here we go. Alright, good. As long as I keep heading north, I will get there. Let's head a little bit more this way and try and take advantage of the natural environs a little bit. Now, the sun should be getting more towards the south now. So if I'm heading this way, I should keep going north. Oh yes, and some nice tall chaga jungles up there. Good enough. Yeah. You are lagged out completely. Where are we at? Have you stabilized? I believe we have. Alright, since I'm hoping we've stabilized on both my stream and elsewhere, there's a ton of lag spikes happening right now. And, you know, well, I don't think you actually sort of want to go through and watch me sort of fumbling. You know, yes, there's some joy in watching a noob sort of fumble around within the game itself and figuring out exactly what they're doing. This is a little bit kind of boring. I mean, I'm spending most of my time just trying to get back to where I am. On top of that, there's also some lag spikes going on within my computer itself, so I should try and sort those out. Alas, that does mean I am going to have to quit it here for the night. I apologize for not getting in place, but I mean, that's the way the cookie crumbles. This is live. I'm trying to sort of take as many variables out as I can. It's obviously not perfect. So, with that, I will leave you for the night. I should be streaming in about 2 days or so, and this time I should be a little bit better prepared when it comes to this stuff, so apologies for that. Alright, I shall be seeing you then.